This mummy was found tied up with ropes. Its hands were positioned over its face, and no one knows exactly why. When archaeologists uncovered this body in Peru, they immediately knew something was wrong. This wasn't a typical burial, the ropes weren't random, and the pose wasn't accidental. The mummy dates back roughly 800 to 1,200 years ago from the Andean region of Peru, an area known for deeply symbolic burial practices. In many ancient cultures here, death wasn't seen as an ending, but a transformation. And how someone was buried mattered just as much as how they lived. This body was tightly bound, the ropes wrapped around it deliberately, and the hands were placed over the face as if shielding it, or being forced to hide. That detail alone has sparked intense debate. In archaeology, burial positions are rarely meaningless. Bodies are arranged intentionally to communicate beliefs about the afterlife, the individual, or the community itself. And this burial is clearly trying to say something, even if we no longer fully understand the language. One theory is fear. Some researchers believe the ropes were meant to restrain the dead. In parts of the ancient Andes, there were fears that spirits could return to disturb the living or bring misfortune. Binding the body may have been a way to keep the soul contained, unable to wander back. The hands covering the face could suggest terror, shame, or a symbolic separation between the dead and the living world, a final boundary. But there is another possibility. What if this burial wasn't about fear at all? Another theory suggests this was a ritual burial, one rooted in tradition rather than punishment. In several Andean cultures, bodies were wrapped, bound, or seated as part of sacred customs. Binding the body could symbolize protection, spiritual order, or preparation for the next stage of existence. In this interpretation, the ropes weren't restraints. They were ceremonial. The pose may have represented humility or submission before death, or a culturally accepted way of guiding the soul forward. Then there's a darker theory. Some archaeologists believe this burial may reflect punishment or exclusion. The individual could have been a criminal, an outsider, or someone who violated social norms. In life, they may have been rejected, and in death, that rejection was made permanent. My name is Leila. Thank you for watching and for your support. Subscribe for more visual history like this.